follow the steps, you can set it up just fine. It's very important, though, that with the ASMS that we do have that set up properly. So if you haven't done this lab, this is the lab 2.3 for the network address translation. And if you haven't done it and you want to just do it along with me, then we can just do it together now. If you've got your policy open. So I'm just going to go up here to my A internal network first of all, where we're going to do hide net on the A internal network and management network. So I'm just going to double click on the A internal network and bring it up. And so since this is a network, it's going to be hide NAT. So on the NAT tab, I just click the box for the add automatic address translation rules. By default, it's already set up for hide and hide behind the gateway, which is what we want to do. So I don't have to change anything there. I just check the automatic address translation box. Install on gateway, I do want to go ahead and install on the A gateway cluster. And I just click OK. Then we'll do the same thing with A management net. Just go to the NAT tab. Click the automatic address translation rules. It's already set up for hide and hide behind the gateway. Install on the A gateway cluster. Okay, automatic address translation, hide behind the gateway, A gateway cluster. Okay. And then we've got to do the A LDAP, the A DMZ, and the ASMS. So let's see, A LDAP. We go to the NAT. Click add automatic address translation. Now right now it's sitting on hide, but this is just a host. This is unique one-to-one. So we go to the drop down, we select static. When we select static, then it opens up fields for us for an IPv4 address or IPv6. Again, everything is going to be 203.0.113. That's our external network. And for the LDAP is .161. Install on the A gateway cluster. The ADMZ is going to be the same thing, but it's going to be .171. We'll click on the network address translation and automatic address translation, drop down from hide to static. And the IP address has to be a 203.0.113. And this is going to be .171. Install on the A gateway cluster. And then last but not least is the ASMS. It's going to be a .151. And again, instead of just a host object, this is a checkpoint host object, because this is our management server here. We'll go to the NAT tab, NAT automatic address translation. Since this is a host, it's going to be static. Our IP address has to be a 203.0.113. This is going to be .151. We'll install it on the A gateway cluster. And then this is very important. Apply for security gateway control connections. We need to make sure that that box is checked there. All right. Because tomorrow, like I said, when we go over to Bravo, we'll create when we go through the first time configuration wizard, we'll put in our one-time password over there. And then when we come over here back to the to our security policy and we create an object for the B gateway, and then we're going to set SIC to it and push a policy. We're going to be doing that from the security manager server from this .151 IP, and so we need to have the security gateway control connections to set SIC and install the policy on there. All right. So if we've got all of that, now that takes care of the NAT lab. If I look down here on my NAT rules, my NAT policy. Now I see it's created my ADMZ, my ALDAP, my ASMS rules for me up here. Down below internal network and my A management network. So now I'll publish those. You can just go ahead and install the policy too if you want, but without publishing or before you hit the publish, it'll still say you need to publish it. But see, if I click install policy here, it'll say you have unpublished change. So right now I can go ahead. So I can do this. I can click the install policy, then publish, and then it'll open up the window to install the policy. So you kind of do it in one step instead of, you're still kind of doing this 2 steps, I guess, but you're just pushing one button. Install the policy. It always gets to 50%, and then it'll go to 99%. See, it's thinking about all that address translation I added in there. Here's the 99%. Okay, so now when I browse out to the internet, I can just go out to any place, it doesn't matter. I'm just going out for my AGUI. And make on the A Gateway cluster now, on the NAT tab there, that you never did check that box. Make sure that's unchecked if you did check it. But we definitely don't want that box checked that's on the A Gateway cluster object, all right? Because the address translation, we want it to be specific to our subnets and our, okay, I'm not opening up this again. There we go. I thought I cleared all this out yesterday, all that junk stuff. Okay, so now we're out to Google. Now I'll come down here, refresh this. Then we'll click on a rule. Well, let's see, I'm not seeing the NAT. That pick it up. No, that's still at 1020. Oh, I'm not on. I need to go down to outgoing here. Sorry. I thought I was on outgoing. Okay, now. Okay, now you can see I went out ALDAP, which is actually, I don't know why it shows 10.11.201 on mine. It should be the 192.168.11.101. But up here on the NAT side, you can see it's coming out the 203.0.113.1. Well, actually, I went out of AGUI. That's what's funny here. I went out the AGUI, which is the 10.11.201, and on the 10.11 subnet, I'm hiding it behind the gateway's IP address here. So that's what I'm seeing up here in the address translation. If I would go out my ALDAP, come down here and go out my ALDAP. See, that's where I set it to the .161. My ALDAP server, I did the static net to the .161. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so we know our address translation is working. All right, does that work for everybody? Anybody need me to go through that again for the address translation? You say that will have to be in place tomorrow when we go over to the Bravo side. Okay, we're all good. All right. Let's see. So I got 4:30 now. The next thing to get into, it would be the admins and the permissions, but it does take a while with the different permissions when you're setting it up, it's going to get very granular with the IPS admin, and so we can start off tomorrow doing that, and we'll get that lab out of the way, and then we'll go into we'll set up our Bravo gateway. We'll just go ahead and kind of do that in order. So that'll be just kind of a nice warm up into the morning. So we should be good on everything here. I've got 4:30. What we can do is just, if you've gone through all the labs and you're good with everything, then we're good for today. If you want to take some more time in the labs and, between now and 5 o'clock, again, the labs are open to you 24 hours a day. So anytime on your own, you can always go into that. Just be careful about undoing something that we've done so far that will be included on another lab. Like HTTPS inspection, that's the last time we're using that, so you can undo that and redo it. But the address translation, like I say, that needs to be in place. Once we set up our Bravo gateway over there, you wouldn't want to undo that later on, but until after class is over. So, all right. And any questions about anything or anything you want to talk about?
I'm good.
No, you're good. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm good too.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, so go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we did get. I know it seemed confusing this morning, but really everyone got into their student manuals in an hour. So, and we got everything discussed and all that, and by 10 o'clock Central, we were going into the slides and all that. So we actually did very well this morning. I'll congratulate you guys on that. I know it seems like a struggle when you're trying to get those manuals open, but you guys did well, and so we can knock off a half hour early today, and then tomorrow we'll pick up, like I say, with the admin access. We'll go over to Bravo. We'll get that all done, and then after lunch we'll get into the policy layers. To me, that's the real meat of this, getting into the policy layers. That's real next generational, R80 type stuff. Then we'll wrap up the day with Chapter 4 and Chapter 5 with the licensing and the traffic visibility. So, all right. So go ahead and head on out now if you want, or I can stick around for another half hour if you want to keep working on stuff and you've got any questions about anything. But otherwise, you're dismissed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. You have a good evening.
Thanks, Dad.
All righty. Okay.
All right.